copper at a record as well. Small caps domestically outperforming large. Doesn't that just speak to a better growth pickup domestically and internationally?
You know, we made a joke about the British song from pulp here about the groceries. There's a half of America flat on their back looking for 2 or 3 rate cuts now to relieve them. I'm not sure those rate cuts relieve them.
Kathy Jones of Charles Schwab joins us now. We're going to get into this Fed action. That decision is about 13 minutes away. A news conference 30 minutes after that. Kathy, let's get into the decision. Most people assume no change. Any nuance in the statement you'll be looking for?
In the statement, you might see some adjustment to what they said about inflation, maybe that it has, has stabilized, but still elevated, and a slight tweak there to the statement. Don't expect much else because, frankly, there's no logic to making a change at this stage of the game. So I doubt that there will be a big change to the statement.
Kathy, one thing I've watched in the last 72 hours with the dollar dynamics, and as John mentions, commodities, is the real yield, particularly the 10-year real yield, just as a benchmark, has been very quiescent. What does that mean to you that the inflation-adjusted yield has stayed stable in a tight range?
Yeah, I think that there's some influence here of kind of the stability provided by the Fed now, the expectation of a steady policy. You do have the $40 billion a month that they're injecting into the system. I think some of that is also reflective of just uncertainty. We don't have a really clear vision of where we're going from here. I think there's this hope for this productivity surge to continue. There's hope at the same time that we're going to get, a big boost in the economy from fiscal policy, which seems logical, and yet there doesn't seem to be the market pricing in a huge risk of inflation going forward. And so I think the markets are sort of sitting here, the real yield sitting here, and kind of trying to figure out where to go.
Well, and Kathy, given that uncertainty, why do you think the S&P continues to make all-time highs, including today?
Well, the good thing is, Thorsten, I don't do equities, but I will say that the financial conditions are very easy. When you look at where we are in financial conditions, credit spreads are very tight, corporate profits are near record highs, and the Fed's bias, at least from the dot plot, is towards easing, and a softer dollar. I would say that all kind of adds up to a pretty good environment for the stock market.
Yeah, it's important here. Kevin Gordon had the best tweet out of Schwab yesterday. Kathy took the day off, and Kevin Gordon said, you know what? January feels like it's 9 weeks long. That's the wall of worry that makes equities go up. I believe that's what Ms. Saunders would say.
9 weeks is kind. This feels like about a year.
Yeah.
TK at the moment. Kathy, what's